We need to get a level up, basically. That's our goal at the moment. That looks like more rats. This is about. This is great. About the level enemies we can expect to defeat successfully. Doesn't seem to matter too much what the enemy is in reality. Seems like the difference between a more powerful enemy is counted in like tens of experience points. So when a creature like this gives already 40-50 experience points, I'd rather kill a huge amount of these than something that can probably kill us very likely and we get at most like double the experience. Sure, that'll change once we get better equipment, but for now it is what it is. Probably should try to look for weapon training too. The problem is there, firstly I don't know where it is, and two, I'm not sure do I want one-handed or two-handed. It does cost quite a bit to get those training points, so it's the 27 skill points will probably get us like 2 fighting skill improvements and then a few additional minor skills. So it's not something that you can easily just throw away. It's a very important part in your character development. Especially if we have to buy extra mana points, it's gonna be much more important than. With this. Not an empty cave. Yeah, we're doing fine. After maybe this guy, we still have to get 500 more points. Oh, that's about 10 creatures. Doesn't particularly matter what those creatures are. Yeah, this guy hits hard. Hmm. Hopefully we don't have to get too far away from here. I'd like to fight against a lizard, just to see how well we do against one at the moment. Yeah, we basically do no damage and he slaughters us in a second or two. A lizard seems like an opponent where you either need range damage or alternatively you need to have a little bit of skill in your weapon so you can do those combinations. Maybe attack a bit faster too, so you can keep interrupting his aggressive attack stance. Okay, I'd rather head south from this place. Wolves and lizards are out of our reach. This isn't exactly a surprise. All things considered, we're basically the same character we started the game with, because we haven't fought those trainers. So, what is this? Gigantic Skull Mountain. That's what it is. Not exactly an inviting looking place. I don't know if I'd have to take a wild guess. What? We're talking about necromancers, undead, something like that. Clearly this is inhabited. System doesn't work. Maybe there's no access to this place at the moment. Okay, this isn't exactly the place I intended to come to, but okay. Still need to find those dozen enemies from somewhere. Lizards, yeah. I think that's a good direction to move to though. More lizards. Oh crap. Not a lizard. Looks like something much worse. We're basically dead here, but I want to see what's here. We might become... Okay, it's an area filled with these beasts. What the fuck is that? What the fuck are you? So, yeah. Mountain moss. Oh, he's just protecting the bridge. Okay, we're very close to the edge. Not sure I should be saving here. At least not on a save point we're currently using. Okay, at least we discovered something new. I might as well keep the looting to a minimum. We're likely going to die anyway. We'd have a ranged weapon, we might be able to kill the guy on the bridge too. Ooh, flying enemies. Yeah. Shocking. No, don't save the game. So, compared to the normal areas, yeah, those are quite a bit harder. So yeah, that's good. Clearly, so shows there's a long way to go in this game. I just wished we could get to the going part at some point. And lizards. Where are those? Orcs or goblins, maybe? Might be a good place to get a sort of a idea what we're facing with. Archers. I have no protection from archers, and there's so many. It's ridiculous to even assume we might be able to survive there. We are not going to survive there. Still, I need to kill something. What exactly is this anyway? It isn't too bad. Or at least in the area we might expect to find creatures we can handle. I'll probably be saving quite constantly, quite often. I don't want to do a lot of back and forth running. Who are you?
Hey, you!
Who? Me?
No, your grandmother. Who else could I mean? I wouldn't go down that way if I...
Why
or
not?
You can't.
Oh.
You're welcome.
yeah, I've done this before. I believe that if we can't comfortably take care of goblins, I doubt we can take care of orcs. So I guess the paths between the camps are probably our best bet getting more experience at this moment. We could also go back to the old camp, new camp, and just do quests. But they're all related to joining one camp or another, so that's sort of the problem. Yeah, this looks good. I think there was there was some kind of house there with goblins. Not sure we're up to the task, but I might as well give it a shot. We've killed goblins before, so if we can take them on one, we should be able to handle one. They weren't that aggressive in attacking, and more importantly, when you hit them, they sort of back down a little. So you could, if you played properly, you could time your attacks in a way. My guy isn't doing anything. Rusty sword. Yeah, they hit pretty hard. I don't want to save because that didn't go well. I didn't. Maybe they just attack more intelligently. I mean, if one of the group gets attacked, they all come, no matter how near or far they are. Minecrawler soup. Eat bugs.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a hunter. Above all, I hunt scavengers.
Can you teach me something about hunting?
That depends. What do you want to know?
Sneaking. I'm not sure I want the skills. From reading the manual, my impression was that sneaking is basically pretty much mandatory if you intend to go into houses and steal people's stuff. Then you need lockpicking, because otherwise you can't access any of their stuff really. Not sure I want the bow skill at all, especially if we're going to take the magic skills. But yeah, sneaking. Oh. Not now.
Where will I get a bow?
Here, I sell the best bows in the old camp.
Show me your goods.
Pickle. Cheese. 200 arrows. Short bow. Okay, they require dexterity. Rider's bow. Damage is quite substantial. I mean, even the shittiest bow is basically better than our sword. And we could certainly afford one. Sell our crappy, unnecessary weapons away. Rusty swords. Yeah, we have quite a lot of animal parts now. But again, I'm sort of waiting for something properly useful to come our way. And it sort of bothers me that you can never do these trades in a small numbers, yeah. Maybe we should get a short bow. I mean, we're gonna be shit at it. But at least that's an option after that. We have 14 arrows, so it's not much of an option. Alternatively, might be a picklock. Let's take ore. Ore is always a safe bet to take. Yeah, I'll take 90 ore. We still need about 360. $160. Can I sleep now here? Probably not, but... Pre-healing. Can't use any of our equipment. Okay. Statics. So, this was a nice place to visit. New skills to purchase. Is there a door here? Yeah, we would need to be able to pick lock. Without the skill, it would be basically a save and load trial of error, I think. Don't kill my scavengers! Yeah. Okay, we're very close now. About 3 enemies, doesn't particularly matter what they are, and they're 2 if they're one of the better ones. Other way, very close now. Yes, and more rats don't really attack. At the point we are got the level up we needed. Now we should be on enough level to join the cult properly. I'll still save here just in case we are not, so I can just load up the game and come back here instead of having to run back here. Actually, at this point, naturally I want to get the pop pot moving a little bit. I think when I'm part of the group, I'll be able to basically get to meet the farm mage too. However, it seems pretty clear. Well, at least to me, it seems pretty clear that we're also going to have a good chance to get access to some kind of armor. I mean, without spending every little penny we have at the moment to get it. So that alone would not only probably widen the amount of enemies quite a bit we can engage, but also increase the amount of cash we can get out of these. Target the more valuable creatures. We're slowly starting to get more of a memorization of what's where in this game. But this very sort of I wouldn't even say steep learning curve. I'd say it's just long, because you can't get to doing things. There's a lot of a downtime between actual action in this game, or things happening. And I think it's mainly exactly the downside of having this kind of training system where you just can't level up on your own. You have to rely on trainers, which is why I don't think it's a good choice to take. It's fine once you have you have basically a player who already knows the game. First time player, it's a very off-putting experience.
That won't happen. There must be something you should buy
I have a very strong feeling this game might be much better, sort of a, if this isn't your first time playing it. I'm hoping that it's sort of a your typical a bit uncomfortable early stages of a new system. But once you get into it, once you sort of understand how things work, what the effects of things are, it should get a bit more, somewhat more tolerable at the minimum.
That won't happen again.
There was a time when things
What I'm waiting the most at this point is our first armor. How much of a difference that it makes, because it's clear that without an armor there isn't any fighting against the most of even the animals.
What do you want?
I think I have convinced the Bowls. Baal Oren says I have proven to be a worthy servant of the Sleeper.
Carry on.
Baal Kadar considers me a receptive student. Baal Nabib is convinced that I'm a true believer.
And?
Baal Tundral says I should receive the robe. I have brought him a new student.
Good. If the Baals support you, that should be enough for me. Here, put this on. And now, go and make yourself useful.
Yeah.
Have you got another task for me?
In the new camp, there is a small group of men who have started producing their own weed. See to it that they stop their production.
How?
Do not bother me with details. The weed mixers camp must be somewhere outside the new camp. You know what to do.
I'll be seeing you.
May the Sleeper enlighten you.
Do we actually have an armor? Ooh, protection against weapon went from 535, protection against fire 15. So basically free armor once you join. That's a significant boost to what we can do. Our weapon skills are still piss poor, but if I had the choice, I'd probably go for 200 swords immediately. I just don't like the range of this. Especially since the game doesn't seem to have shields, it just makes sense to have a two-handed sword. But it's something that we would definitely have to test. 100 points of life, 37 skill points to spend. Finally! We have a faction! We are guild novice.
Awaken!
Okay. Who do we need to talk to now?
Some people never.
that wasn't very clever. Maybe.
You have to watch what
Maybe
you
the same people that gave
There
us
was a
these
time when things would
jobs.
have gone. I thought that had been cleared up ages. Awaken!
People always talk.
Hmm.
Let's talk about something else instead. There must be some. I doubt that's ever. Awaken! I'm not listening to all the blabbering anymore.
Okay. Let's start with the people we need to talk to anyway to get this far. Just really like the mage trainer if I can.
Awaken!
Teach me the magic of the runes.
Many have learnt the language of the runes, but only very few understand their magic. I will try to teach you.
First circle.
I am ready to enter the first circle.
Hear my words. A long time ago, the Sleeper appeared and sent mankind a vision. But many people refused to see his signs. They were blinded by their greed for ore. Only Iberian and a few others set off and founded the Brotherhood. The moment they obeyed the Sleeper's call, the first circle was born. The magic of the runes will be understood by anybody who follows the Sleeper.
Which means what? Light novice armor. Magic, circle 1.
Awaken!
How do you mean? Well, let's try to see. Wait. Did we lose skill points? I think we did.
Awaken!
How about second circle?
I am ready to enter the second circle.
Then listen and understand. The Sleeper led Iberian and his faithful disciples to this place, where they settled. They worked without respite for days, weeks, months. The camp grew. More and more men joined them, following the Sleeper's call. Together they tried to contact the Sleeper on a spiritual level. The second circle was born.
Oh, that cost us quite a few skill points. We went from 27 to 12. So I think that's our skill point for so far.
Awaken!
We're gonna do this. We might as well
I
increase
would
our
like to learn how to
power in
increase the
magic.
power of my magic.
The
Yeah.
power of your spirit is the key.
So we're gonna need mana. We have 2 skill points. I think I'll save them. 15 points of mana. How do you recover your mana anyway? Probably by rest.
Awaken!
Then buy potions. Then buy some herbs.
I want to acquire magic writings.
Without runes we ain't got shit though. Are these runes or scrolls? Chargeable spell, investment spell. I don't know what that means. Light. Okay, I'm basically getting the hell out of here. And buying those, seeing basically what we get from that. Are they single use things or what?
Awaken!
I want to acquire...
They all seem quite nice. I mean, light, it's cheap. Healing is obvious, but it also requires 10 mana. I guess the fact that these have a mana cost could also be assigned to their runes. I still don't know. I bought all 10 of them. Yeah, they're probably scrolls then. How do you get runes? It's a pretty big thing, because without that we ain't got shit. We can use spells of the second circle, but we can't actually use them, so. So again, one of those things, in my opinion, that should have been one of the basic things for you to get to do.
Awaken!
Not something that you left for the player to for themselves to explore and find out. It should have been something that someone basically, when you ask about how magic works, they basically tell you, and I think that we have, at the same time they instruct you where you can buy the runes. I don't mean buy the runes in the sense that you can go to this faction and buy the runes, but basically point to a shopkeeper who has them. Each camp seems to be such a sizable area that it's not good enough.
Awaken!
Shouldn't believe every... Hang on.
I don't think we can still come to the temple.
Stop! You can only enter the Temple Hill if you have a guru's permission.
Well, if nothing else, it's probably increased our survivability by quite a bit.
Awaken!
How do I get at the magic of the sleeper?
Balkadar sells runes and spell scrolls. That's no use to you if he doesn't talk to you, right? Maybe another guru can help you.
But he doesn't sell... he sells scrolls, he doesn't sell runes. That's the problem, there's just scrolls there. There's nothing even remotely different. He has rings too.
You shouldn't believe everything.
So that's the confusing part. I just don't understand why he couldn't have the runes.
I'm glad you're here. I have news for you.
Good news, I hope.
Our Brotherhood's planning a really big thing.
What are you planning? To break out?
The gurus are trying to contact the Sleeper, but they need something to unite their powers.
Oh, and?
They need a magical object, a focus.
What's that got to do with me?
Talk to Iberian. He's the most powerful man around here. This is the opportunity to attain his favor.
Where do I find him?
Go to the temple. He rarely leaves it. Probably he feels closer to the sleeper in those cold ruins. May the sleeper protect you.
Minecrawler's Nest. Hey, chapter 1 done, or whatever value that has.
Awaken!
I'd like to have better armor.
The time has not yet come for you to wear the heavy armor of a novice.
Okay, Mr. Creepy Voice, whatever you say. How many meats do we have again? I do want to visit the guy who's offering Templar training. I don't think we can do it, but I'm interested in seeing if he says anything else. Might as well visit all the guys we needed to get into the organization in the first place.
Awaken!
How's weed production going?
We're putting maximum strain on every man to produce enough for ourselves and trade with the other camps. But it's a sacrifice for the sleeper. One our not.
That's really not my problem.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
So not much changed here.
Let's talk about something else instead.
I guess we should just go to the temple and leave things at that for now.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Still, I do want to talk to the Templar trainer. I doubt we can do much, but he might offer weapon training.
You have to.
I certainly need someone to start offering me weapon training. I think that's another big obstacle for us to actually make it in this game. Maybe it doesn't matter what you, strictly speaking, what weapon you use. It probably has a significant impact, but in the sense that you have to have something. You just can't have an untrained person.
Awaken!
If I only recalled where the hell that thing is. Wait, the temple is here, so we might as well take a visit. Hopefully the fact that we got asked to visit here is enough to have basically have a permission.
Stop! You can only.
As long as I'm not involved.
The novice Lester sent me. I shall offer my services to Iberian.
Lester is trustworthy, I know him. You may pass.
As long as I'm not involved.
I want to become a Templar like you.
Have you any idea what I've had to deprive myself of to be allowed to serve the Sleeper's chosen ones as a temple guard? Don't think you can just stroll in here and take all the highest honors. Before you even consider it, you should learn a little about the Sleeper's teachings. That'll take some time and it may knock some sense into you.
Who calls the shots around here?
Our gurus are the Sleeper's chosen ones. The Sleeper determines.
Okay, welcome to the creepy temple. Any indication of what the Sleeper might be? I'm guessing it's some kind of old monstrosity. That's about it, if it is in fact real. Yeah, you're the first female I've seen. Natalia.
Shh! You're not allowed to talk to us.
Awaken!
Greetings, Master Iberian.
Ah, I know your face.
Impossible. We've never met before.
But I thought, well, what do you want?
I heard you were looking for something.
That's right. We need a magical focus. We sent the novice Nyras to collect the focus, but he hasn't come back yet. You could check up for me what has happened.
Why is the focus so important?
It is a magical object which can concentrate our spiritual powers. It is one of the 5 focus stones used by the mages to erect the barrier. In a vision I saw that we need to use the power of the focus.
Sounds like quite an interesting vision.
My vision was a sign from the Sleeper. We can reach him with the focus.
Where shall I begin the search?
Leave the camp, turn right, and go up to the tall cliff. Go beyond the forest until you can see the sea. There, you'll find the focus.
I'll bring the focus back.
Take this map. The location of the focus is recorded on it.
Not this map, apparently. I still like to... Okay, what is this? Iberian's focus map. Okay. Seems simple enough. Is it going to use that now? No, it's going to use the main map. A fairly simple place.
Shh! You're not allowed to talk to us.
At least we have a mission. Still, we have no access to the magic. No real access. See if we can meet with the Templar. Where was he? I'm sure I'll recognize it if I stumble onto it.